All right, here we go. Week 2 NFL predictions. We are missed out on the Thursday night game. That already happened, but we are still going to go 15 for 15. I'm pulling up the odds too as well, just so we can get some good value as well if you guys are betting. Remember, this is not financial advice, but this is going to be 15 for 15. First off, let's start. I guess we're going to start in the AFC. We got the Jets versus the Titans. Titans are at home. Jets are favored by 3.5. I think the Jets are going to win this game. Last week, lost to the 49ers. That's not, if you're going to lose to a team, 49ers, probably the best team to lose to. Bounce back, Aaron Rodgers, big game. 3.5, I think they win by a touchdown. I don't think Will Levis is that good. I think he's very overhyped, but yeah, good win for them. Jaguars versus Browns, the Jagwaggers. -3 at home. I feel like that's pretty fair. The Browns defense is, okay. Trying to get rid of these ads. Why am I getting Fubo ads? Bro, okay. I don't know what they're bugging out about. Yeah, the Browns defense is very, very good. One of the best in the league. And obviously with guys like Myles Garrett, that can change you the game. But when you have a F-tier quarterback right now, makes it very hard to win as well. Jaguars win at home. Ravens versus Raiders. I feel like this one is pretty easy. I'm going with the Ravens. Also, let me just see. -9. That is -450. That's probably the biggest favorite so far this year. I mean, it's only week 2, so yeah, probably. The Raiders are very good at being terrible. This is also one of those games that, obviously I said the Ravens are going to win. So if I say, oh, the Raiders might sneak away a victory, this is either going to be a blowout or it's going to be very close. Which, yeah, obviously that makes sense. But with a 9-point spread, like, this is one of those games that the Raiders offense is so good. Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams. Who else do they have? Michael Mayer. Zamir White, I think, can be good. They just don't really have a quarterback, which is a bit of an issue. But, I still think the Ravens are going to win, though. Steelers versus the Broncos. Woohoo. Game of the week. Where do they have this on here? Okay. 425. Opened. Broncos were the favorites at 0.5 points. Now the Steelers are a 2.5 point favorite on the road. I think Justin Fields is starting. For that reason, I'm going with the Broncos, but not the best game. Sunday Night Football. I'm guessing this is Sunday Night Football. I don't even know. That was a complete lie. It's at 425 actually. So yeah, I just completely lied there. But Chiefs versus the Bengals. If we're gonna see the Bengals like we did last week versus the Chiefs, I'm taking the Chiefs. Coming off the bye, not a bye, but a mini bye. That means they just played last Thursday, so they're gonna have more days to rest. I think the Chiefs win this one at home. Next up, the Packers versus the Colts. No Jordan Love, so I think Anthony Richardson and them are going to go out there and get this one done. Colts are favored by 3. I also think, if Jordan Love plays this game, obviously it's a different game, but I think the Colts are, sneaky good team. I think the Packers are a little bit overrated. I think Jordan Love is a little bit overrated, so he's not playing either. So shout out Malik Willis, though. Absolute dog. We'll see what he can do. I would love to see Malik Willis come out here and get a 5-touchdown game, but I think we understand that probably won't happen. Chargers versus Panthers. Chargers probably win this game. Bryce Young, another F-tier quarterback. -6 on the road. They opened at -3. Damn, if you got -3 on the Chargers, W. But obviously that's not an option now. Seahawks, Patriots. Seahawks are the better team, but who knows with the Patriots that we saw last week against the Bengals. Seahawks are favored by 3.5. This is going to be an interesting game. Honestly, I think the Seahawks are the better team, so I'm going to go with them in this game. Bears versus Texans. This has to be the Sunday Night Football game, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Texans -6. I don't know. I guess we don't really know what we're going to get from Caleb Williams yet. After last week's performance not being the best, wasn't terrible, but he didn't really do anything. I still think that this early in the season, I'm going to go with CJ Stroud and the Texans. -6 seems like a lot, though. Do I think they're going to win by a touchdown? I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a field goal game, but I do think the Texans are going to win. Vikings, 49ers. 49ers going to win this game. What's the spread for this? This has got to be at least 7, right? There's no way that it's not at least 7. If I can find it somewhere. Okay, 5.5. I guess no McCaffrey. That makes sense. If there's no McCaffrey, obviously. The Vikings played really well last week, so I guess they're getting gassed up a little bit, but I guess that makes sense. Cowboys versus Saints. I feel like the Cowboys always play well at home. The Saints are not going to repeat what they did last week with that absolute massacre, however many points they put up, 50-plus points, whatever it was. Maybe it was less. Maybe I'm bugging out. Okay, 47. Still a lot of points. That was against the Panthers. I think the Cowboys can do a pretty good job defensively to stop them. My favorite team, the New York Football Giants, after last week's absolutely disaster class against the Commanders. Commanders are -1.5, but as we know, Daniel Jones versus Commanders. 5-1-1 against them. Daniel Jones owns the Commanders. Daniel Jones, comeback player of the year, starts now. Malik Neighbors, 2 touchdowns. Write it down. Buccaneers versus Lions. Lions better. I know there's probably going to be some upsets this week. That 7.5 is a bit big. I wouldn't mind backing the Bucs on that, honestly. If Baker Mayfield continues to play like that, which I think he could. I'm glad that he's coming back and being a good player. Cardinals versus Rams. I'm actually very interested to see what the odds are on this. Because I really don't know. I'm assuming the Rams will be a favorite, but on the road, I don't know if it would be that much. Okay, Cardinals -1. I think the Rams are a better team. Honestly, do I think the Cardinals win at home? I think this could sneakily be the best game of the week. Monday Night Football between the Falcons and the Eagles. That could also be a good game depending on what team we see show up from the Falcons. But this, honestly, could be one of the best games of the week. Hopefully we start to see Marvin Harrison perform, and maybe this will be his bust-out week, I guess, since he didn't really do anything last week at all, even though he was open. This one's very tough for me. They do play twice, right? I'm not bugging that they're in the same division, right? Okay, yeah, they do play twice. Honestly, I think just because they play twice, I think they split the series. I'm going with the Cardinals at home. Probably going to predict the Rams to win the next one. Whoever wins this, I don't think sweeps, though. Okay? I don't know. I just feel like they split the series. I'm taking the Cardinals, though. They're -1 at home. Not a bad line. What's the difference between that and the money line? Money line, Rams are even, Cardinals are -120. This one I really think is up in the air, though, and I think the odds reflect that. Falcons versus Eagles. I hope the Eagles lose this game. Will they? Probably not. They're -6.5. The Falcons, though. Do I just go out there and say the Falcons are going to win this game just to be a hater? Just to be a D1 hater? I think there's a way the Falcons could win this game. I mean, they got Bijan could go out there and play well. As we know from Jalen Hurts' performance, he's not really the best. Yeah, they still got it done with Saquon. 2 interceptions, though. You know what? I'm just going full hater mode. Do I pick the Falcons? Upset. I'm going with the Falcons. Probably not going to happen, but like I said, this isn't betting advice. Take the Falcons, though. What's the money line looking like? +230. Take the Falcons. So these are my week 2 predictions. From now on, we will keep track from week 2 on. Like I said, some of these, who knows about this one? This one is the most up in the air for me. There are some other teams that could perform. Like, honestly, this may be crazy to say. Would I be too surprised if the Raiders went out there and had a good performance? No, I just feel like this is one of those random weeks. Could the Steelers go out and beat the Broncos? Probably. Could the Bengals could easily beat the Chiefs? Like, both of those teams are very good. Maybe Joe Burrow comes back and gets it done. But for now, these are my predictions. Locking them in for this week. So we will keep track from now on, from week 2 on, and we'll see how well we can do throughout the season. So hopefully we can go 15 for 15 this week. At least 10 for 15, please. I need some credibility after this week. So hopefully we don't get everything wrong.